Hello, welcome in. How are you? We have 4 minutes until we get started here at Stampin' All Day with Bev. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and that you have plans for this coming week to be with friends or family or whoever it is you like to celebrate with. Hi Kay, welcome. I start right at 7, but I get on a little early each time so I can make sure that you are notified if you're following me. And if you're not following me, please do. If you enjoy yourself here. Hi, Jean. And let's see. So I'll just usually just talk a little bit until it's 7 o'clock. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Lena. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Carol. Okay, so hi, Roz. Did you have a nice weekend? I had a wonderful weekend. Hi Stephanie, it was fun-filled yesterday especially. I attend 2 churches. I've said that a couple of times. I've told you that a few times. And one of the churches, New Heart, that I attend, they had their 2nd annual Christmas craft event, which involves lunch and a craft, yesterday. I was a little involved in that. Hi, Melody. And so I started at 10 in the morning and it ended at 1 in the afternoon. And then when I got home, I had enough time to make the requested cream puffs for my son-in-law, Steve. My daughter and her husband and her daughter and grandchildren were all coming over. So we had a wonderful afternoon and dinner with Jennifer, Steve, Courtney, Luna, Capella, hi Karen, and Little Atlas. And Little Atlas, he's our youngest. He has been very shy. He's going to be 2 soon, and he's been very shy. But yesterday when the door opened, he just ran to me. He followed Papa all over the kitchen. We were thrilled. I guess he's used to us now. He doesn't get to see us that much, but I mean, enough, but he just, wasn't used to being around us very much. But yesterday was a whole different story. He's warmed up now completely, and so we're ready to roll with him. And we had a nice dinner. Ken made ribs and chicken and mashed potatoes, and I had the dessert. Heather made salad and French bread, and so we had a good dinner. And then today I went to service, and it was great. It was all about being thankful and how being thankful can affect you mentally, physically, and all the good things about being thankful. So that was really good to hear, to listen to, and let it all sink in. And met up with some of the girls I was with yesterday too. We talked about what a delightful time we had at the craft day. The church bought us all a 3-foot tree, Christmas tree, and some ornaments, and then we were asked to bring some of our own ornaments that we'd like to add. Hi, Marcia. And so everybody did that, and I happened to donate the little cones they needed to, the craft was that we were going to make an angel topper, and I donated all the cones for that. So another girl painted them all. Another lady made all the tree skirts. We got to pick which tree skirt we wanted, and it was just a marvelous morning, and then a nice lunch with all of those ladies. So I got to speak with them again today. And when I got there, they had all these cards for me. Look at these. All these cards. There's many, and each of them have multiple signatures in there and little nice notes from the ladies that came to make their craft. And they were all thanking me for donating the cones they needed for the angel. They all came out really, really cute. So like I said, it was a great day. And then today, I think it's 7 o'clock. It is. So today was just church, and then came home, and huge blessing. Came home, and my daughter and my grandson were starting to go for a walk. And so we slowed down the car, and they said, we're just going to go for a walk. We'll be back in a little bit. I said, okay. Pulled up to our house, and I look, and my front porch is decorated for Christmas. When I left, it was not. My daughter put up our humongous wreath. I have wooden soldiers for my front porch. They're larger than I am. They're probably, I don't know, 5'5" or something. I'm only 5'1". Everything. She did it all. Walked in the house. 2 of my Christmas trees are up. The lights are on them. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, Heather and Morgan took all the big things out and put them up where they belong, and now all I have to do is decorate. Can you believe that? Such a blessing. So I was really, really happy with that. So I slowly started to decorate a little bit of the trees and stuff today. So I can get that going now. All right, it is 7 o'clock. You heard all about my weekend, so let me turn you down and we're gonna get stamping. Hi, Annie. Hi, Julia. Hey, Roseanne. All my girls are here. That's so nice. Let me turn you around. Get situated here. Okay, there we go. Hey, Marie. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I am so glad you're here. I'm your host, Beverlee Morales. And if you have not been here before, we would all like to welcome you, and we hope you come back. Hi, Linda Verts. And I have a website and a host code if you'd like to. If you do not already have a demonstrator and you would like to order with me, you can shop with me at beverleystamps.stampinup.net. And this month you can use this host code. Hello, Florence. And this host code will connect you to me. And this is my website. And then I have a YouTube channel, and I figured out what was wrong. I think I've already talked about that, but now I can upload to YouTube very quickly, so that's all fixed. And I need your email if you win something from me. Hi, Wanda. So here is my email address. Please take a snapshot of that, or write it down, or have it with you, or replay. If you win something from me, you need to send me an email with your address. Even if you think I already have it, it just helps me to get an email. I have it right there. I can mail your card out right away. All right, speaking of winners, we have one. And it was the winner of this cute card, the pop-up card that I made the last time I was live. And we have a winner for that. Where's her name? Oh, there it is. It didn't come out in jumbo size this time, so now I'm thinking, wait, where'd it go? Here it is. Who is the winner? Sharon Buckner. Sharon is a customer of mine. She lives in the town close by, Manteca. And so, Sharon, when you see this, just email me your address, and I will get this card off in the mail to you. Happy Sunday is right, Wanda. Happy Sunday. Today is my paper pumpkin alternatives. Now, this might be a longer live, hopefully not, but it might be because I'm going to do 2 projects, and one of them is a 3D project. And the reason I'm doing both of them tonight is because on Wednesday, remember, I think all of us are going to be busy with the holiday the next day, so I'm not going to go live on Wednesday morning. But I wanted to let you know that if you are not a subscriber and you're close enough to me and you decide you want this kit, I have one, and you can buy that from me for $26. And if you do want it shipped to you, if you live far away, you can pay me the $26 plus shipping if you want it. Let's see, what else did I want to say about that? Something else about paper pumpkin I wanted to say. Don't know. Oh, so this paper pumpkin, these projects that I'm going to show you, one of them is a 3D item, and some of you that have been following me for years probably already know what it's going to be, because this kit has the little Christmas stockings in it. And if you were following me or one of my customers in 2017, you saw what I did with that. Well, it was really, really popular. And I saw, just scrolling through Facebook, that Rachel Tessman, who is an amazing demonstrator who has sold multi-million dollar sales. She I'm not going to say what she did, but because I want to surprise you with mine, but she gave me full credit for her alternative that she made on her blog. And I don't know if she did it live or not, but I saw it on Facebook. I think she was live, but I'm not sure. Anyway, she gave me full credit for the idea because in 2017, I guess I was the only one that thought of this. And so now people are realizing what you can do with these stockings other than fill them or use them in the way that the kit shows you to use them, right? So I'm going to show you my interpretation or my design second. So we're going to do a card first. And these are the, hi Lynn, these are the items I use. The line here divides the card from the 3D project, but I use very vanilla cardstock for this card. I use the Painted Trees folder. I use the Heart of Elegance dies, and I use those again on purpose because, well, you'll just see when I show you. The inks I use are Pretty Peacock, and in the kit the color Poppy Parade comes, but I use the full size ink pad. New Jersey, wow, welcome, Lynn. I use my paper trimmer. I'm going to show you a little thing that I do with my scraps. Bev, what a great compliment for you on Rachel's case. I know Florence, she's a sweetheart. I've talked to her a few times, like on incentive trips and stuff like that. And yes, she did not have to do that, but she surely did. And I was very appreciative of that. And she did. Hers is darling. Hers is absolutely darling. So my paper trimmer, my cut and emboss machine, and my adhesives or mini dimensionals, which come in the kit. And then I added regular dimensionals on my card. And then I used some liquid glue. And then I used some fabric. I don't think I've talked to anybody or to you all in a while about using your dies with fabric. So I wanted to remind you of that, and I'm going to show you that today. Now, I'm not a good person with material as far as what kind of material this is, but I'm going to show it to you up close, and maybe you know. I know it's vanilla, and it's weaved, and I think it's a cotton, but I'll show it to you. Then my 3D project, I'm going to use the stockings in the kit and the little gold topper of the ornament with my 3D project. I'm going to use the black and vanilla ribbon. This is not in the kit. Pretty in pink ink, which is not in the kit. And a blending brush, also not in the kit. But this is the code, and you get 3 of them if you buy the blending brushes. Silver threaded twine. That is in the clearance rack still. And I was thrilled to see that because I love this silver threaded twine. It has silver running through it. It's very, very pretty for the holidays. I used some red and white baker's twine, the hearts dies again, and some snips to cut everything up. The non-Stampin' Up! Product that I use is some stuffing, some of the fabric stuffing like you stuff pillows with, some jumbo craft sticks, some buttons, and my buttons, they're vintage and they're from Round Top. So every time I look at these now, I will think of my trip to Round Top. Mini pom-pom trim, which I got at Hobby Lobby. Some black paint, just some acrylic black paint. Some Rusty Bells, which I also got at Hobby Lobby a few years ago, but I bought a bunch of them because I love Rusty Bells. And then hot glue. This is both of these are my original designs. All right, phew, that was a lot. Okay. So let's start with the card, and let's start by showing you what's in the kit. The Poppy Parade color that I talked about. Here is the stamp set, and I have quite a few of the stamps on a block already, so I can just use them. Let's see. There's some glue dots, and there's some mini dimensionals in the kit. And then there's these punch-out ornaments and these punch-out tags, 2 different colors. And where did I put, oh, there they are. These cute little red, like clips. I just love these. You know how you get these on your clothes sometimes? I always save them. I just love those little clips. Okay. So let me show you the card. And here it is, stacked full of layering. Now the little trick I want to show you is these little banners here that I added with the stamps from the stamp set. And then look closely at this heart. It is fabric. Behind the cluster, the focal point, you save them too, Lynn, is the Christmas trees. And then I added a little bit up. Here's that little clip. I forgot that I added a little bit of this white and silver ribbon, so that's not on the list. I totally forgot I used that, but there it is. And then all of these embellishments are in the kit. What do you guys think? Do you like that? All right, so let me start with these two little banners here. So I take my paper trimmer and I cut my cardstock down for layer pieces. So I start with the 11-inch side. Thank you for the hearts. And I put it up against the trimmer, and then I cut this piece of cardstock in half. And now I have two halves. This is a basic cutting out for layering and for cards. Then I turn them around on the long side again, and I put the end on 4 inches, and I cut. I do that to the 4 pieces that I'm going to be using, and we have this left over. Do that again. And usually I throw these away. I don't keep too many of them, but I love these stamps with these pieces, so I might be keeping more than not. Then I turn it the length way, long end again, and I go to 5 1/4. The end of my cardstock is on 5 1/4, and you have a narrower piece that you could use in the same way if you'd like. And I do that to all 4, and then this is the card I'm going to make over and over and over again with this stamp set. With this kit. So I'm going to be able to, use all these pieces that I'm cutting right now. Lori usually cuts my basic white cardstock like this for me to make sure I have a big stack available to me all the time. All right. So we're going to take one of these, and we're going to take the stamps that come in the stamp set that look like a little snowflake kind of deal. And I'm going to get my ink, Poppy Parade. I'm using the full size. Remember, in the kit you get the little, what we call a spot. And I'm going to go to the narrower piece of cardstock and tap, 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 and stamp right on this narrow piece of cardstock. Just a scrap that you would normally throw away, right? Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to take the wider piece. I'm going to save these from the rest of my cards that I'm going to do later. And I'm going to open up my pretty peacock ink. And I'm going to take the other squirrely, curly stamp that comes in the stamp set. And I'm going to stamp that on these wider pieces. I'm going to stamp it towards the top. Just like that. Isn't that darling? Now what I want you to remember is that you can change the colors of your inks, and you can leave these stamps out on your desk, these two that I'm just using right now, and use them for banners on your cards. Whenever you make a card and your focal point looks like it just needs one little something else, it might just need one of these banners. Hi, Annie. Welcome, my dear. So let's clean off my stamps. Clean off off my other one. Okay, and then put my stamp pad away for now. Oh, I'm going to leave that one because I'm going to use it again. All right, so let's take these two pieces and we're going to cut them down to make these tags. So you want your paper snips. And I'm just going to measure here so I can tell you how long they are. 2 1/4 approximately. Make the other one 2 1/4 as well. Okay, and so then this one we will have 2 1/4 as well. Okay, so let's just take these little pieces, turn them over. Simple Simon. And put a little bit of glue on here. That's not a little bit, Bev. I was squeezing hard because I thought it wasn't going to come out. Let me get some scrap paper. Take some of that off. It's too much. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure I come down towards one end. It's not quite as long as the original piece. So I'm going to try to come down and get it just like that. Okay, now that I know the glue is coming out well, I won't squeeze so hard. There you go, that's all I needed. And I'm going to layer this one towards one end as well. Okay. So now I'm just going to make a flag cut at the end, a slit, and then come to the corner and cut, and come to the corner and cut, and we have a little tail cut like that. Grab this one the same way. And get a tail cut. Okay. So we've got this part done. Now we're going to take our ornaments right like this. All you have to do for your ornaments is punch them right out of their packet. And then we're going to punch out the little gold centers of the ornament topper, and we're going to save these. I need them for my next project. So I'm going to throw them in a little bowl right there. And I cannot believe I'm using this little tiny piece for something so important on the next project. But I am. Okay, so the mini dimensionals, they come in the pack. I'm just going to take one off and I'm going to layer it on the ornament. And get that on there with a dimensional. Okay, then I'm going to put on this one, on the larger one, I'm going to put a couple more of the larger dimensionals on the back and have that ready to put it on my card. Okay, on this one I'm going to do the same thing, except it's not going to have large dimensionals on it. It's only going to have the small to keep the topper on. Oops. I got to get it half on and half off. There we go. Okay, so those are ready. Then our little tag, you can pick. The card has the pink one. I'm going to use this one this time. And it has a little hole right there at the top. You just need to pull that out. And then you're going to take that ribbon that I forgot I used and just cut a little piece off. This is the silver and white ribbon. And this little clip. And you pinch the bottom like that, and it opens up just like a paper clip. And I don't need it open to make the knot, but that's how you open it. Okay, so I'm just going to put this right through here and tie a knot to tie it on. Okay, and now I can open it and stick it through the little hole in the tag and close it back up. And it just adds so much. You can make this as long or as short as you'd like. Okay, so we've got this ready. Let's see, let's glue this. Oh, I've got two different ones than last time. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different than the other one because I didn't do a short round one. I did two big ones. All right, so let's put this one down. And then take the backing off of these because I want these lifted. And just add that right like that. So pretty. Okay, so let's move these aside because I need to do my layer folder and I need to do my heart. Here we go. Now this is the fabric. I don't know, maybe you do, what it's called, but it's got a weave in it and it's almost like canvas thick and it's ivory, it's vanilla ivory. And then here's my layer piece. So I'm going to cut out my heart first since I have my cut and emboss machine set up for my heart. But yes, you can use your dies to cut out fabric. Oh, I should go in the house. I should run in the house and bring out another heart that I made Friday. I think I was just doing not much, and I said I am going to use the big heart in this to make a little pillow to add as filler in a dough bowl or in a horn of plenty, whichever you want to use it for. But look at that. It's oh, does it look like cross-stitch fabric? I don't know. I bought it at Hobby Lobby, and I only bought a quarter of a yard, and it was $1.19. It was on like sale, but I don't remember how much off. So I have my heart done, and that is from the online exclusive that I mentioned at the beginning, Hearts of Elegance Dies. Okay, now let's switch this out and get my folder ready. Here's the folder, and here's my layer piece cardstock. And I'm just going to emboss this. And then I'm going to actually stamp on the fabric. I like to stamp on fabric because some fabric will bleed, some fabric will not. So I always test it out to see how it's going to work, and this one did not bleed. So I was extremely happy with that. Here is the layer piece just like that. I'm going to just put a little bit of liquid glue all around the edges. Okay, for all you sewers, you're probably right because I have no idea. Okay, so now if we were to, this is what I did. It's pretty, don't get me wrong, it's pretty. I put this down, and then I made the little legs that I had done. I just love the way that added so much. But then I wanted some little something of more texture right behind all of this. So I went back to the little stamp that I said, not the squirrely one, but you could use either one. There it is. And I went back to the Pretty Peacock ink. And you don't need to stamp the whole heart because it's covered up with the tag. But if you tap, 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 and you press lightly and hold, look how pretty it stamps on this fabric. So you could use the bigger heart if you wanted to. Use whatever fabric you like to use, and then stitch them together. Look how easily they line up. Now look at all the ink I'm starting to get on this stamp. I don't want to take the chance of messing up my cloth heart, so I'm going to clean it. And then I'm just going to continue on a little bit farther. That's probably enough, but let's test it and see. Because like I said, yeah, see that's, well, maybe one more here. Let's test it and see because we can tell if we need more or not. Okay, close this up. Get my pieces apart. And I put this heart down with our Tombow glue as well, just like it's paper. Set it down. Dimensionals behind here, and I'm using the larger ones. Only the minis come in this kit though. And remember, this is a cash and carry item, the dimensionals are. So I have them here. If you are running low or you think you need some, you can just contact me. And when you buy them here from me, there is no shipping, handling, or tax charge. It's just the price of the item that you see in the catalog. Okay, so let's pull this backings off. Add our tag. So the difference on this is the blue and the pink, and then the different ornaments. And then I'm going to just, because this is lifted, I'm just going to add some glue on the back of my little banners and stick those right in. And then on the inside of your card, what did I do with those? There they are. Layer, another layer piece. You're going to take your sentiments that come in the kit. This one says Merry Christmas. And this one is a little star. And this one, that's the squirrely. This one says sending lots of cheer. So back to my Pretty Peacock. You love the fabric idea? Good. Yeah, if you guys have fabric laying around, try it. And if you don't, go to a fabric store and just buy a little bit. And your dyes are just, will cut it out so beautifully. Sending lots of cheer. Merry Christmas. Oh, my Merry didn't come out all the way. Ha. Okay. I lifted a little too fast. Merry Christmas. There we go. we'll fix that. You come up with such clever ideas for alternative kits. Oh, thank you. I really try. Sometimes things just come to me, though. And when I had the live not too long ago where I said, you know, just start with your focal point. And that's how I try to train my downline too when they don't know where to start. If you just start with your focal point, it'll kind of just grow. Hey, welcome, Netta. It'll kind of just grow, and you just keep layering, and then you'll have a really pretty card that you're happy with. Okay, since I made that boo-boo, let's trim this off. And instead of panicking, just figure, how can I fix that? It's just paper and ink, so there's probably a way. And then you can go to your Poppy Parade, and this cute little snowflake star that's in the kit will decorate this up even further. So stamp it down. There we go. Cute little inside. Plenty of room. Okay, this is the other one that I did. And then this is the one that I'm going to add this one to now. Cover the boo-boo. Yes, ma'am. You don't want to throw this away or start over if you don't have to, right? Just cover that boo-boo. All right. So lay that down. And here we go. Okay, so now let me clear up my desk so I can show you my 3D project. See if you have any questions. No? Okay. Let's put this right there. Are you ready? Let me move this basket that had everything for that project. And get this one. Here is the box for this paper pumpkin. And like I already mentioned what came in the kit. And on this project, mainly using the stocking from the kit, and everything else is product from the catalog or that you can buy at a like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something like that, or Amazon. Okay. All right, well, let's show you this one. What do you think? What do you think about my little hobby horse? Made with the stockings that come in the kit. Here they are. So all you have to do is fold down the little striped part. Now, what am I going to do with this hobby horse? I have put them in my Christmas tree as an ornament. I like big ornaments. I have a great big tree, but you could also put them on a package for a small child. You could give them away as gifts. You don't have to make a hobby horse. You could stuff this with a little Christmas tree and some goodies. You can just fill it with candy, that type of thing. But I made a hobby horse, hi honey, in 2017, and it was very, very popular. And so when I saw that this kit was going to have stockings again, I said, well, now when I unpack my Christmas ornaments tomorrow and the next day, when I come across my 2017 hobby horses, now I'll have these and those. So I'm really excited about that. But here it is. Okay, so I'll picture that too, because I have a lot of demonstrators that are asking what I did with mine. So let's start with 2 more hearts. Okay, I cut out 2 more hearts. I already showed you how to do that on the first project, so I'm not going to cut them out now. I did that just to shorten this live just a hair. Like I said, it's a long one. Got my blending brushes here. And I'm going to ink, oops, I'm out of camera. I'm going to ink up my blending brush just by rubbing onto the ink pad. I think I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper and take a little bit off, just in case it's really dark, just off on scrap paper like that. And then I'm just going to add some to the middle of my heart. So yes, if you have white or vanilla material, you can color it with your ink pads and your blending brushes. Now it's not washable, but I'm not going to be washing my hobby horse, so that's okay with me. So what did I use the hearts for? You know what I used the hearts for? His ears. Little hobby horse's ears. Just like that. Yes, Marie, just like that. So this is where the hot glue comes in. So remember when I told you about these hearts, when I was showing this online exclusive suite, I was telling you that hearts are used for so many different things, not just hearts. Well, here you go. There's one way. Okay, be careful with the hot glue. You can burn yourself if you're not careful. But I just thought that soft pink in the ears was adorable. And there we go. We've got 2 ears. Okay, now let me see. Is it safe for me to put those down now? I think so. I think I can just put them down. So I'm just going to put some hot glue here and set them down. You can put one, let's do one up and one back. Very cute hobby horse. Good, I'm glad you like it. And then let's put this one back a little bit. So these 2 are even. So just to change them up a little bit. Okay. And then, before I forget, and before I lose them, I'm going to take a little dot of my glue, and I'm going to put it right where I think the eyeball would be, just a little dot. And I'm going to grab that little center that I pulled out of the topper of the ornament, that little gold piece. And look at his perfect little eye. Works perfectly for his eye. So if you forget what I'm talking about, it's the topper to the ornament. You punch that piece out and you get that piece and you use it for his eyes. Now my hobby horse is both sides. Remember me with, I don't like the back to be plain or anything, so, but that's just me. So let's turn him over and give him 2 eyes. It's curved, and there's a flat end and a curved side. So I've got the flat end down, if I can grab them. And there we go. Those are adorable. Hope my kit comes tomorrow. Yay! Yay! Okay, so this ribbon here, this like rope, this is that silver twine. It's got silver flakes. Can you see that in there? And it's in the clearance rack. So you can still get that. It comes in a great big spool like this. And what I did was I put some hot glue down and set it down and then made a loop. So let's do that right now. Give myself some elbow room. Because he needs his little, oh gosh, I just lost the name of that, of course. Okay, again, be careful. Don't burn yourself. Let that, I want it in closer. I want it in the ear there. Not in the ear, but behind the ear is better words. Okay, now I didn't cut it off the spool. I kept it on the spool, and I'm just going to turn it over. And I'm going to put a little bit more right here. His mane, that's the word I was trying to think of. And a little more glue there. And I apologize if this is a long live, but I thought you guys were going to want to see this. Okay, then bring another loop up like this for his mane. And let's get some glue here to get that to stay still. And I'm only going to do 3 loops. You can go farther down if you want. Hold that there. At the Dollar Tree, they have those little finger, I think I have some. Those protectors for your fingers. Oh, I don't see mine. I have 2, but I don't see them, so. Okay. And then more here. I'll tell you, nails are good for this because if you can't burn your nails, well, you won't feel the heat. So I use my nails for that, and then I have to clean all the glue off of them, but I don't care. Okay, so one more. So I'm going to make all the stockings into horses to help fill up my tree. I like my tree to have a lot of ornaments on it. Every year I make ornaments. Now here's where you can cut it. And you want your ribbon scissors for this one. And remember, snips are snips. It's just one pair you only use for ribbon, and the other pairs you use for paper. Okay, let's put this down. So, who lives close to me and wants to make some of these? If you do, and you don't want to make them alone, we can set up a time and you can come over and make some hobby horses. If you have your paper pumpkin kit, if you don't have your paper pumpkin kit and you want to make some of these, I have one here, like I said, so you can buy that one. And I'd be happy to make these with you. Okay, so now what's next? Here we go again. Let's take our, this is the ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby. So they had the cutest ribbons at Hobby Lobby. That I wanted something that had some dimension to it. And I wanted something that wasn't real expensive. I saved my receipts. I think this one was, I think this spool was $2.49. The fabric was $1.19. And the craft paint, I think, was 99 cents. I got black paint for, oh no, the, no, it was these that were 99 cents. The the jumbo craft sticks, they were 99 cents. So I painted those black. So let's get this on. I'm going to put the end of the ribbon, I'm going to start it here. And I want the little pom-poms to face down. So I'm just going to add some glue. You don't need to do a whole strand, just here and there. And then flip it around and do the same thing on the back side. In camera, yeah, okay. Okay. Now I saw some ribbon at Hobby Lobby that would have looked absolutely beautiful on here. It was this color, but it was a little wider and it had brown buttons on it, but it was more expensive. And I said, no, you don't need to be spending all of that. This was super cute and it was a lot less money, so that's why I chose this one. But you can go there and pick from many. Okay, so now we need, let me put this back on my, so it keeps stays hot. Now we need the black. Okay, so let's, where is he? Here he is. So you can see what I did. I started down here with the glue and tucked it into the cuff just a little bit so you don't see a raw edge. And I came up to his nose and then I flipped it around and I came back down to his cuff and cut, hi Tina, and cut it a little longer than I need it just to make sure it goes into the cuff. All right, then, let me move this guy. Here is my precious, now I'm silly, I know. Here is my precious jar of buttons from Round Top. So I'm just gonna go in here and pick two buttons that I think look similar. Those two look similar. And is that the only place I put a button? Yeah, for his nose. Okay, so that's good. All right, so let's start this ribbon. Now, I know it seems like it's taking me a long time, but it's only because I'm trying to explain everything to you. This really goes fast when you are doing it off camera. And then I'm gonna hold it tight there on his nose and bring it around and make sure I have enough going into his cuff. Glue, nothing's twisted, and stick it on in there. Okay. Then to keep everything secured up here, then put a little bit of glue underneath the ribbon, just a dot. And then a dot up here, and add a button. Turn it over and do the same thing. Little dot underneath. And then another button. Okay, now I needed a piece of the black ribbon to go across here, and I want that to go underneath. Again, no raw edge, and I'm just going to cut it off right here at the red at an angle. And glue that down on both ends right here. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on top. Then pick this piece up and set it down on the glue. then those adorable clips, where did they go? Where did my clips go? Well, I'll have to find them. But those adorable clips go right here. I don't see them. They're probably right in front of me, but I don't see them right now. So let's turn this over. And let's do the same thing. Okay. So this side. All I'm doing right now is measuring the length I need for this piece here. Okay, so let's go right behind his ear and put a little bit of glue. And stick that down. Put a little bit of glue on top. And lift this up and set it down. So cute, right? All right, so now I have these Rusty Bells and the red and white baker's twine. And because I didn't glue this all down solid, I can just lift this up and put the twine underneath and then tie a knot or a bow. I just think this is so darn whimsical and magical. You know, it's all coming back now that I have these little great-grandkids to see all of their eyes when this is all coming about. Okay, so now you get your stuffing. And also at Hobby Lobby, they have these big boxes of stuffing, or you could get a very inexpensive pillow and cut it open and use that. Or if you have one around the house that you don't use, you can cut it open and pull this stuffing out and use it. And I just do a little bit at a time. You could do this first if you wanted to. And then just get it all the way up his head. Now, if you can't reach all the way up there, then take one of your jumbo sticks that you have and then just help push it up there to the top of his head. And this is just going to take you probably 5 minutes or so to stuff this all. See if I can get my hands in there. What did I use to push mine up there? I don't remember. I think I used this stick. There we go. Just make sure you get it all the way to his nose. He's not delicate at all, so you can push. Okay, now that you've got his face stuffed up, I want to get that nose real good. There we go. Then this part is faster because it's not so far. Take a little bit, don't take a lot at once. You'll just have to pull it back out. See how fast that goes when you just use a little bit. And I swear this stuff grows. I bought this box full years ago, and it's still like full. It's pricey when you get a whole box like that, but it lasts forever. Okay, so I've got him stuffed really well. Now you don't want to stuff the cuff, really, because that's where your stick is going to go. Get behind his ears a little bit. turn them over and check it out. Oh, perfect. Okay. And then all you have to do is put some glue on your stick, both sides, and stick it up. But you want to stick it up pretty far so it's so it holds. Not real far because you want a long stick. Let me see. I think it's best if you just stick it up as far as the cuff. You don't need it for strength as far as the horse, because I'm using mine as an ornament and I'm stuffing it in my tree. I forgot to put his little harness there, so let me do that piece. That adds to it. So you just take a loop. So what is missing here? So let me get my glue gun again. Don't need a lot of glue. Just stuff it in there. Make a loop as long as you want, doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, there's to hold on to your little hobby horse if you were riding it. Did your kids have these? Did you buy these for your kids? Okay, so I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to stick my stick in here now. So I'm just going to put some glue here and here. And stick that in till it's at the top of the cuff and press. You guys are troopers. I told you it might be a long one. All right. Now, remember that pop-up card that Sharon Buckner won? And I cut out the window for the pop-up. And I had this tag left over. Look how cute that paper looks if you want to add this on a package for a tag with Merry Christmas and writing to whoever the gift is to. I just wanted to show you that, or plain red, whichever you want. But there is your ornament, or if you want to use it as a package tag, that is really, really, really nice as a package tag, especially for, you know, a young child. Now, I have 2 of these right now. And I want to show you something. I have a new recruit. I told you about her a while back. Her name's Becky White. She signed up on Halloween, actually. And so I want to send Becky a package. And so I'm using the big box that has the frames in it. And I've got quite a bit to send her, so I am going to use this big, deep box. And I don't think Becky's on here right now, but when she watches YouTube. That's right, she's a YouTuber. She's going to get this frame that I decorated a couple of weeks ago. Remember that one? She's going to get that. She's going to get this Christmas card with the little red bird with the glasses. She's going to get a tag. She's going to get the make and take from Open House. And she's going to get a hobby horse without the stick because it's too long, but the stick will be in the package and she has to just glue it on. What do you think? What do you think? You think Becky's going to be happy that she signed up and she's going to get these gifts just in time for Christmas? I've got to get them out tomorrow. What is it being? Just popped in. Hello. What a cute idea. Thanks, Lori. Those horses are so cute, Bev. Thanks, Julia. Hi, Michelle. Okay, I wanted to see if I missed anybody. Those are adorable. Hope my kit comes tomorrow. All right, ladies. That's what I have for you tonight. Here's my cards. So paper pumpkins are quite awesome. Do you not agree? Trying to get these so they can be in camera for you. One's pink and one's blue, but all from that cute. Think she'll be thrilled. Does she get the little set of 3 soldiers? But of course, my dear. Yes, she does. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Let me know if you want that kit. First come, first serve. And happy Thanksgiving. As my pastor said today, be grateful, be thankful, and I am for you so much. So grateful that you're here and that you support me. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hugs. Bye-bye.